Hey Sam, you must be wondering what in the heck is going on right now when your dad brings you here, sits you down on the bench. So, my job is I'm going to try to make sense of this, give you a little history lesson. I'm going to take you back, July 15th, 2001. You were just over a year old, and our son Peter had just turned 16. Jenny and I talked about that before Pete turned 16, and we talked about the different ways guys learn what it's supposed to be like to be a man. Drinking, gambling, horsing around. None of those things have anything to do with being a man. And we wanted Peter to know that. So we got a group of guys together, 7 men, to be able to walk with Peter, talk to him about what it was to be a man, what would be important. And we called it his walk to manhood. We chose those 7 men really carefully. One of those men was your grandpa. Another one was a 21-year-old guy Peter had looked up to his whole life. Yeah, that was your dad. And so the 8 of us walked with Pete that day. We talked to him about what it meant. We realized afterwards we'd learned as much from him as he'd learned from us. We couldn't know that a year and a half later he'd be diagnosed with cancer, that he'd fight for 2 years, and that we'd learned so much through that process as we watched him go through it. But what we did know was we'd found something special, and we'd hit on something that really mattered. There was a newspaper story. It was picked up in papers all over the country. There have been walks to manhood for dozens of people since then. I know that because I was there when Scott hit his walk to manhood, and Peter was first in line. I was there when your brother had his walk to manhood. And so, Sam, you're now 16 years old, and it's your turn. It's your turn to become a man. It's your turn to see what that is. You're sitting down on a bench along White Bear Lake, and we didn't choose this by accident. This is where Peter began his walk. Look down. Look to your right. This is Peter's bench. We bought it for him, and we put it here in honor of the walk to manhood. There are a group of men who are going to be walking with you now, Sam. They're going to talk to you about what it is to be a man. I would so like to be with you today. I'm in Brooklyn visiting Scott, so I'm missing that. And your dad's giving me the chance to talk to you through this video and explain to you what's going on. I remember when you were younger, you asked a lot, often, what was Peter like? Let me tell you. He was a lot like you. He was smart. He was wise. Not just book smart, but he understood stuff. He was funny. He was wickedly funny. And he faced challenges he should never have had to face. Sam, all of that's you. You're so wise. You're so funny. And you deal with stuff, it's not fair. But Sam, you get knocked down and you get back up again. And I've watched you do that over and over and over again. And I look forward to watching you do that. And I'm looking forward to seeing you stay on your feet and not let this crap knock you down anymore. Because you deserve that. You deserve all those good things. So your walk is about to start. And there are a couple things I want you to take from this that we talked about with Pete. One is that as the men walk with you, they've worked hard thinking about what we want to say today, but it's not just about today. It's about being there for you and always being there for you. 8 men walked with Peter. 6 were at the side of his bed when he took his last breath. Your dad was there. I was there. 4 of the others were there. Sam, I will always, always be there for you. You need anything, you come to me. You know you can count on me. I promise I will always be there for you. The last thing I want to tell you is I want to give you a piece of advice. Sam, whatever you do, never leave a birdie putt short. You want to know what that means? You just ask your dad. It's the advice he gave Pete 15 years ago. So now, Sam, sit back. Your Uncle Reed is on his way. He'll see you in just a minute. Can't wait to see you when I get back.